Hey there and welcome to a new video. So in today's video, as you read in the title, I will be explaining you the while loop in the most efficient method based on whatever I've learned during the years I've been programming. So this while loop concept is a bit tricky while it is also fun and easy to understand. So if you understand it, you're doing great, otherwise it's going to be pretty tricky. So in today's video, I'm going to explain you this while loop with a certain problem which is faced by many students studying. So I have chosen a proper problem so which you will understand all the concepts and the logic behind why we use a while loop. Okay, so first thing, let's get straight into the loops topic. So usually in loops you get the most common loops present in all programming languages is a for loop. That is what I have written down over here. Okay, so that's a for loop. One is a for loop and one is a while loop. So what does for loop do is it performs a certain task based on the number of times that you ask the program to call it. Okay, so here n and m are integers. Okay, so n is a start point of a number, start point of a task to be performed, say 1, and m is a end point, say 10. Okay, so for 10 from 1 to 10 times, that is 1 to, you'll start at index 1 and it will stop at n minus m minus 1, that is 9 times. It will perform a certain task. But the process with while loops is a bit different. What does while loop do is, while a condition is not fulfilled, the program will keep on occurring. So it's like a type of a recursion based, but it will only stop under the condition that condition that you are providing is complete. If it is not complete or not fulfilled, the task will not be finished. Okay, so and if you do not understand, I'm going to take you to the next slide where you'll understand it a bit more simpler. Okay, so what we have got an example where we've got to print hello world 5 times. Okay, so as a newbie programmer, you'd pretty much do this: print hello world, print hello world, print hello world. That's 1 2 3 4 5 times. Okay, and that's pretty much how it works. But say we've got to print do some certain number of tasks in a project n number of times, say 20 times, 30 times. So that moment writing a print hello world 30 times would be inefficient, isn't it? So we've got another method to do that, that is a while loop. Okay, so what will this while loop do is it will pass a certain condition saying that under this amount of times we will print hello world. So what I've done is I've created a random temporary variable called as num and I've started it as 0. Okay, I've started at 0 and what I'm saying is while my number is less than 6. Okay, while my number is less than 6, we will do one task and that task will be print hello world. And in the end, the main thing that we are doing is we are increasing number, the variable that is 0, we are incrementing it by 1 digit. Okay, we are incrementing it at 1 digit. Otherwise, if you do not increment, you're going to land in a big problem, that is the infinite loop. Okay, so that is the infinite loop. The loop just keeps on occurring, it just never stops, and that could cause a problem to your computer's performance, and it could even restart your computer due to too much storage being occupied. Okay, so I'll just explain you with a simple code how does this work. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to print I'll just write it down: print hello world n number of times. So in this example I'm explaining you 5 times. Okay, so we could simply just write print hello world, but instead of that we'll use the while loop concept. So what I'm doing is I'm initiating a variable num is equal to 0, and what I'll say is while num is greater than 6. Okay, so while the num is greater than 6, we will say print hello world. Okay, and I will just say print hello world. Okay, print hello hello. And now let's increment 1 by by 1 digit. Okay, otherwise it would cause a problem. So what I'll say is plus num is equal to 1, and let me run it. Okay, so let me just check the output and we get okay, so I need to just make this 5 because we are already starting from an index 0 and printing. Okay, so now let me run this. Okay, so we have got hello 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 and 5 times. So that's five number of times. Okay, now say if we do not make this change and we start printing hello hello, so what would happen is it's saying while num is less than 5, print hello. So what we are doing is we are printing hello, and it's again going back to the okay, sorry. So if we remove this, what it will do is it will say while num is greater than 5. So it will check, is number greater than 5? Yes. While number is less than 5, sorry. Is number less than 5? Yes. Number is less than 5. Since number is 0, it will print hello. Then what it will do, again go back to the 5th line. Check number is less than 5. Yes, it is 0. It will again print hello. And this process will keep on happening, and that's called an infinite loop. So let's check what happens. So you see, it's just printing, and this could cause a big problem. So what I'll do is I'll just change this code before my computer starts giving me problem. Okay, plus num is plus equal to 1, and now let me change. Okay, so that just changed it and made it 5 times. So you need to be careful while doing a while while loop. It should not end up going to an infinite loop, or that would cause problem to your program, and it will also cause problem to your computer. Okay, so this is a simple explanation of the while loop. Now we will check a famous problem that I like to call it sum of digits. So I'm not going to give you a big theory explanation of this program, what does it do. I'll directly take you to a aspect where you'll be able to understand what it's actually doing. Okay, so what we got is 345. So this 345 is a number. It is a number. Okay, the type of the data is number, and what it's doing is it's adding the digits present at the units, tens and hundreds positions, and it's adding all those digits and returning us an integer, and that is the sum of all the digits present in this number that we gave as our first argument. So how will we perform this program? It at the start it looks pretty complicated, but we can do this with two math operators. Okay, so what are those operators? Let's check them out. So the first one is the percent, that is the one which finds a remainder. Okay, so let me just rub this off. Okay, so this is the percent operator which basically finds a remainder. So what we'll be doing is we will divide the number by 10. Okay, so what happens is when you divide by number by 10, you get the last digit that is present. You get the last digit. So what we're doing is 85 divided by 10 simply gives us 5. So we're getting 5. So we are coming to know the number at the units place is 5. And then what we are doing is we'll be also using float quotient method. So what we will do is it will be finding the quotient, the number present at the top when we divide. So 80 divided by 10, obviously the quotient is going to come to 8. So we're going to use these two operators to solve this program. Okay, so I'm also giving you a small like a pseudo code which will explain you how we'll implement this code on a compiler. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just remove my pointer. So what it's saying is num is 345. Okay, num is 345, that can be changed by the user or whatsoever. So what I'm doing is I'm assigning a temporary variable called as sum, which will be counting the total number of digits. Okay, and it will be returning that value. So first what I'll do is I will say 345 divided by 10. Okay, so that is giving us 5. So we came to know the number at the units place is 5. So that next line what I'll do is I'll quickly save it into my sum variable. Okay, so I'm saving it, sum is equal to sum plus 5. So now the computer knows, okay, at the units place 5 is present. Okay, but now the computer needs to know at the tens place what is present and at the hundreds place what is present. So what we could do is, instead of, we can run a loop where the first time it will find 345. So 345 it would take this 5 at the units place. Then the next time it will take 34 and it will remove 4 from the units place. Then from the next time it will take 3 and it will take 3 out from the tens units place. And every time we are doing this, we can save the number to a variable that is sum. So we can recursively do that. Okay, but the thing is, how would we? Now I'll show you. In the second step I did sum is equal to sum plus 5, and then the third step I'm saying is we should change our the number that was 345, we have to change it to 34 and not 345 for this continuous algorithm to work. Okay, so then what I'm saying is continue step 1 to step 3 again till the number is greater than 0, which means we have finished counting the number of digits. So what I'm doing is I am changing this 34, that first it was 345, I am saying goodbye to 345 and I'm initiating my number, changing its value to 34 and not keeping it to 345. So how will we do that? That we are going to do with float quotient. Okay, so now enough of explanation, let's hop on to the code of this program. Okay, so I've already created a function saying sum of digits, and I've created a argument of num that will ask the user for any num, and I'll just run this program. Okay, this program is pretty much not going to do anything since I have not coded anything to it. I've just passed the function. Okay, so for the first thing, what we want to do is we need to find a way to divide the number. Okay, so what we were doing is we were finding 345 and we were getting the remainder, right? So first thing we will do is we'll find the remainder. So what I'll do is total is equal to 0, which will store all the values. So what I'll say is while my number is greater than 0, means while this number argument is greater than 0, we will continue performing this task. And what is this task is, now we will see. We will first say remainder, initiate a new variable, remainder is equal to num percent, okay, num percent 10. Okay, so what it will do is it will divide the number that we have got by 10, and that remainder will be saved in this variable. And next line what we will do is we will just simply add it to our total that is created. Okay, total is equal to remainder, so total is now saved. So that will be now if I run this program where I've got 45 over here, so what should come, 5 at least should come, and the loop should continuously run. Okay, so let's check this out. Let me just print my total. I'm sure we are going to run to a okay, and here you see we are running through an infinite loop because it's happening and happening since our number is always greater than 0. Okay, so let me just cause a syntax error to stop the program. Okay, so I've stopped it. So what is happening is my remainder is getting saved in this and I'm adding my total. Okay, so what is happening is it's keep on happening. Now what we did is in this step number 3 we changed our number variable to 34 after the process of adding 5 was done, and we removed this 345 from our number variable. So I will do that now, and how I will do it, it's pretty simple. I'll say num is equal to num slash that is the float division 10. Okay, so what will happen is I will print the outputs of remainder and num and show you each and every line so that you understand the program as simple as possible. Okay, so here you see what we gave. I'll just show you again. We gave our input of 45, 4 plus 5 is equal to 9, and we get our answer as 9 away. Okay, since I'm printing here total 9. Okay, so now let's go into the explanation of this. What happened, what are these numbers doing here, what are these numbers? Okay, so I'll give a bigger number. I will say 346. Okay, 3456. Okay, so what it does is let's step by step try to understand. Okay, so first what it did is it divided, first it checked. Okay, first it checked, is the number greater than 0? Yes, 3456 is greater than 0. Okay, it's greater than 0. So what it did, it divided number with 10 and it created that variable remainder and saved it. Okay, so 3456 divided by 10, the remainder came as 6. Okay, so that 6 got added into our total variable, and right now total is 6. Okay, our total is 6. Let me add that, print that also. Okay, total is 6. So here you see total is 6. Okay, now that process is over. Now it again go to the while loop. Wait, before that what it did is it divided our number with 10. Okay, so 3456 turned out to become 345. Since we already came to know the number at the unit place, we finished our work with the number 6. So we have to remove it from our main number. So that became 345. Now it again went back to the while loop, and it checked while number is greater than 0. And now what is our number? Our number now is not 3,456, but our new number is now 345. Okay, so that's our new number. That is what we need to remember. Okay, so what it did is 345 is greater than 0. Yes, so it continued again. Remainder, this time the remainder turned out to be 5, and that process continued, and now the total became 11. Then that process again recursively continued. Then we added to 15, and then 18, and then 18 turned out to be our final answer. And now let's just check it casually. Okay, 3 plus 4 gives us 7, 7 plus 5 gives us 12, 12 plus 6 gives us 18, and that's our final answer. So let me just rub off this print statement that I showed you all for explanation, and let us check. Okay, 18. Let us just check some other example. 34 should give us 7, and that gives us 7. So that's it. That's the most common problem which explains you loop in the most simple, most explanatory way. And this is a problem which many students face and do not understand. So I've explained you loops. I hope you understand the concepts behind loops and never again forget anything in loop. So I hope you like this video. Do drop a like, subscribe to my channel for further videos, and I'll be soon with a new video. Thank you.